So this is a conversation which is slightly in continuation from the previous topic, which was we subconsciously choose what we want to be influenced by. And there's also another way of looking at it. So I just had this example prior to recording this video. So think of a time when you had an argument with somebody, be it a family member or a friend, and give some time to it. Probably, if the argument is very recent, I would suggest you do not pick that example. Rather, think of an example that has been somewhat processed. So, for example, it should have been a few months in the past or a few years. And just look at the what's the word for it? Try to dissect it, I would say. Look at it now, the person that you are now, look at it from third person point of view, since now you are a different person than the one who had the argument before. And I know for a fact that now, with the improved knowledge, with the person that you are, you already know that people respond to you in the lenses of their own in their lenses of their own trauma, right? So now you have your own perspective on it. Now you have your own take on it. Perhaps that person must have been going through something, or perhaps that person must have had a similar bad experience in their past, which led to them reacting in a particular way. And even look at your own behavior. What is it that triggered me to react in that particular manner? Why did I get so angry, or why did I get so fearful, or why did I feel so judged in that moment that I chose to react in a particular manner? So, this exercise accomplishes two things. Firstly, it develops the ability to just see people as they are for once. I know it's very difficult to be in an uncomfortable situation where the two of you are arguing, and especially if you are very very close with that person, it just brings up emotions that are not even related to the current moment, and somehow it becomes the crux of the argument. So you can only see that when a certain amount of time has been has passed, and if you have processed the whole situation, laid it down, thought about it, looked at their actions, looked at your actions from a different perspective. So this achieves the number one realization, that each time you have a disagreement or an argument with somebody, it's not even about the thing. Really, it's not about the thing that is happening in the current moment. It's 100% some or the other wound that was caused by some time, by someone in the past, or some time in your own past, that has led to create a certain reaction in that argument. So when you do this exercise, you realize this thing, the first thing which I said, you develop the ability to look at your own wounds, to look at your own hurt that is inside you. And secondly, this level of deep introspection helps you to become a better person in general. And you stop making other people the cause of your reactions in the moment, or your trauma in the moment, or the wounds that have surfaced which led to a certain reaction in that moment. You just stop making them the cause of it. But this second thing which I said, this deep introspection, is only possible when you decide to do the work. But if you don't decide to do the work and you bicker, this person wronged me, this person said that, this person did that, you know what you're doing in that moment? You are reacting with the lenses of your own trauma. So the title suggests that while people in the world, people around you, they respond in the lenses of their own trauma, you are doing the same thing. And when you do the same thing, knowingly or unknowingly, you are causing hurt to others. And that hurt is completely dependent on the person in front of you. If they choose to take that hurt, if they choose to react from the hurt that you cause in any manner whatsoever, they are still reacting in the lenses of their own trauma. They are still reacting with the patterns that they have lived through their entire lives. And unless each one of us does the work of introspection and realizing how our actions may not be benefiting the people around us, the people around you, and just doing the work within yourself, you cannot undo the past, you cannot clear the trauma like just like magic, just like poof, you cannot do that. But what can you do is the reaction, is the control of the reaction that arises out of it. Each time in a situation where you feel out of control, you tend to react or respond in the lenses of your trauma. And when you decide not to do that, when you decide not to react in that way, that's when you develop compassion, the true compassion needed for human connection, for good, genuine human connection, which is lacking everywhere. I'll just leave this topic here for now. I might talk a few more things tailing this subject, but yeah, I generally don't like to advise people or tell them what to do, but if I can share a thought of mine, it would be the same thing that I just hope and I just pray that each one of us do that internal work and just see how much compassion you have within yourself. I think compassion is the only natural feeling that every single human being has, no matter where he or she is from, no matter their circumstances or their environment. It's the natural state of being that makes us connect with each other. Thank you for listening.